right, ladies and gentlemen, guess who's back in the house? Naomi Smalls is back on the Sibling Watchery Rivalry Advisory Pod. Nay, how are you?
Hi, Mo. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me again.
Of course. Look, like we say every time, the fans love when you're on the podcast because you're so funny and so cutty. And, it is an absolute joy and a pleasure and a gift and a treat to have you up in these podcast streets.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm like, honestly, you guys inspire me to want to be a podcast diva one day.
One day.
I'm always trying to get all the practice I can get.
If we could do a pod, what would it be about?
Looking cunt. Being cunt.
Being cunt. Honestly, you should start like a whole, because obviously we all know Naomi is super aesthetic. Like your aesthetic is always like, a Naomi Smalls thing when you see it because it's so you. Maybe there's like some type of like aesthetic kind of pod to teach people how to be fucking aesthetic and make their shit look good.
For sure. There's definitely like just so many details that go into BTS of like everything, There's a reason why every decision is made. So
yeah.
Maybe one day I'll to school with children.
Girl, let me tell you. So I was Beyonce Renaissance store, whatever. We're both. Everyone is a fucking Beyonce fan. Anyway, Ashley Everett, who is Beyonce's like number one dance captain, for like 10 years now. She's not on the Renaissance tour, and it's been this whole hoopla as to why she's not on it. Her and Beyonce are fighting, blah, blah. So I was in this like YouTube hole last night, like watching all these videos, and I was so annoyed because these fucking YouTubers, what they do is they think you're gonna watch a video that's gonna give you the answers. I watched about 13 videos for like 2 hours. I still have no more information than I had going in as to why Ashley's not on the fucking tour. So if anyone knows, please comment below what you think the reason is.
What were the videos about that you ended up watching? Were they just like,
yeah, they're like, Ashley Everett is not on Beyonce's tour. Here's why. And what they do is they just like tell you like the facts that we all know, that Ashley is not on the tour. No one knows why. And we're gonna find out. It's like it's so like crazy how they catch you. They like fucking catch you and you think you're gonna have answers and no one has the fucking answer. I personally think that Beyonce wanted everyone to audition and dance again, and Ashley was like, "Nah, girl, I've been here for like man long. I'm good." And I think it was like cool. I don't think it's anything shady.
Or maybe they were like, maybe she said no when she found out they all had to be blonde. That bitch really made all her dancers go platinum blonde or wear wigs.
Yeah, they are all platinum.
I was like, you better bitch. Just put the peroxide on all of them.
But why though? I don't understand aesthetically why that's a thing.
I think it looks good. I think it looks really good on stage.
For some people, some of the dancers. So one of them had this like blunt platinum bob. I'd be looking at that girl. She be looking crazy in all them TikTok videos, but it's Beyonce, so whatever.
Okay. Honey got pulled from HBO. Let her breathe. Don't talk about her like that.
She's like the breakout star of the tour, though. She's like the breakout star.
A bouncy little, I don't know if I can say it. I don't know what they go by, but I was gonna say bouncy little faggot.
I think they go by faggot. But anyway, let's go. We're getting into, honestly, Jacob, we say this every time. Naomi and I need to do a regular rivalry episode. There's so much to talk about, but we have to talk about fucking Watchery.
We can absolutely make that happen.
Yes, we need to do that.
We just never have fought. I actually can't imagine us fighting.
I can't either.
Like really
I can't even when we were on TV paid to give drama, we were never the fighting girls. We were always on the same side.
Well, I mean, with all the other clowns there, they were easy to fight with. Like, why would we go for another call?
Speaking of clowns, we are on episode 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 8, and we're down to the wire, girl. It is the top 3 episode, and I'm surprised that we're going into a top 3 and still like a full. I thought it was gonna be like the write a verse to a song, perform. Like when I'm gagged, we're in like a battle.
I know, and it's a makeover, which is even crazier. Normally, there's like more girls there at this point.
Yeah. When we on All Stars 4, it was like 6 of us. It was Naomi, Monet, Monique, Manila, Latrice. It was 5 of us, I think. Yeah. I think, yeah. So we're at the top of the episode, and Jimbo comes running into the workroom because she finally won a lip sync, girl. Jimbo is the most losing-est queen in lip syncs in Drag Race history, and she finally won one.
Crazy. She really busted out her go-to. Like, she was like, I need to win. But also, like, it was very smart because that song was like kind of like kooky.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, it's like throwback, it's still like it's a really tough song to perform.
Yeah.
Like, and like sell goddess too. So it was like really good to have like a character for it.
Yeah, I mean, last week I was a little salty. I'm like I get it, it's funny, but I'm also in All Stars gives you more room to reference yourself. We know that because you're already in the show, you're referencing yourself. But I was a little like, all right, you already referenced Joan Rivers. Now you come with a lip sync, something you did before. Like, I was a little salty about it, but whatever. She won.
It didn't help that it was like in the same episode within 10 minutes from like
Right. I also hate that baloney out. Like this baloney look, it makes me so uncomfortable. The fucking belly thing and the fucking low ass butt thing. I feel uncomfortable looking at it.
I wonder how many versions she's had made of that, because there's no way in how like one can remain smelling somewhat bearable. Like, I'm surprised that airport doesn't throw out the suitcase, to be honest.
So Jimbo says that the reason that she chose Alexis was because she was going by track record, and then she sneaks in. She was like, "Because I hope that we all keep to the track record thing." I think she's like telegraphing what she think might happen this episode, and I think it's smart to play her cards that way, so the girls think that way too.
You think? Wait, who did you just say? Alexa?
No, like the Jimbo, like she comes back. She's like, yeah, I chose Alexis because I was going by track record. So I think we should all do that going forward.
Yeah, she's trying to cover her ass. Like anything.
Yeah.
God, I really thought Alexis could have made it all the way.
I know. I really feel bad for her because I really did think she did. Like, she was very cringy, but cringy in like
unapologetically cringe.
Yes. That part,
and
like,
that's where it's okay. Like, it's like it's not like coming from like a desperate like place in you or something. And she's just like Bob said it best. She's like an awkward person.
She really is awkward. And like, girl, I've known Alexis in New York. Alexis is not putting on for camera. People are like, she's acting, she's crying on cue. That is how Alexis is like in real life. She's not putting on. Like, I swear.
But she's so good at drag. Like when it's good, it's so good.
Promo,
like both her promos.
Oh yeah, the season 9 one, the yellow thing. That was a Diego Montoya, right? I think so. It was a Diego.
The girls who go Diego for promo.
the bitches that have coin to spend on a look, girl.
It's not even so much going like specifically Diego, but like the girls who really invest in the promo shot. Like,
yeah,
that's something that I think all the girls going forward should definitely.
Yeah, I agree, because like at the top of the season, like when the promos come out, that's when people are already choosing who's gonna be their fashion queen. But like they're like the fans be starting from the fucking promo. That's when the race really starts, not when the episodes start. The promo, bitch.
And that shit's gonna follow you for the rest of your life.
So they're all talking, and Candy does this thing a lot. She just gives up information. So she tells everyone that her and Alexis were in an alliance, and Jimbo was like, "Bruh? Like, why are you offering up fucking information that no one asked you for just for some camera time?"
That big mouth,
the big mouth, girl,
fucking mouth, man. Yeah, it's so unnecessary. Like, it just makes you look wishy-washy. Like, it makes you look wishy-washy to the viewer. It also makes you look wishy-washy to competitors.
Yeah. Have you worked? Oh my God. Because Mom wasn't know about it. Do you remember that time when we were in Miami after Work the World? I decided to go out and drag at my wig.
It was the last show.
It was the last show in Miami. And then Candy was not on Drag Race yet, and then she came out to like she happened to be in Miami as well. I was like, okay, girl, she was working the world before she was on Drag Race. Good for her. And then, but like, so all of the drag girls were in VIP, and Candy was like kind of chilling outside the VIP, and it was just like a little awkward. I just remember that moment very, very vividly.
No, it was Violet on my left, me, Plastique on my right, and then you sitting right next to Plastique on the right side. and there was velvet ropes, like all the people from Worth the World on one side of the velvet ropes, and then she in on the other side, and in unison we all, like Violet, me, you, Plastic, all look over, and then literally all slowly look the other way. And I remember, I think that's actually the last time I've seen Candy.
It
was
so
like
too.
we had like some weird shit happen beforehand.
Oh,
so
you with Candy?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
okay.
I've known her. She used to go to Chicago all the time with like Aja. And
Got it.
We had some weird shit happen, and like that was the last time I saw her, and that's why I reacted that way. But I'm gonna be on Work the World with her in like 3 weeks. So,
oh, are y'all really? Oh, y'all are touring together at the same time. Word.
Yeah, I'm excited to have like a redo because we've never worked together.
Yeah, because Candy is sweet. We did a gig together in Brooklyn during the pandemic. It was like Frankie Sharp had a party in Brooklyn, and Candy was also there. I was there, and we did that together. And so Candy and I are cool. Like we get along. But we never done a gig together ever. We never like worked together. Only little casual meetups. So yes.
Please mute this.
Yes.
Or beep it or whatever.
If you want just to double check, do this and then say the word so they can't read your lips.
Actually, I don't really give a fuck.
Okay.
When like the House of Aja came on the scene back in the day, I remember Orgy. She was like, "Yeah, those are like the garbage pail kids.
Yeah,
those are the garbage pail kids of New York." Like so rude.
Well, to be fair, Aja's like, because when Aja first came out, her name was Aja Injection, and her whole thing was she would get like syringes, like needles, and put them on her fingertips, and that was like her thing. So they kind of had this like Brooklyn-y, like grungy aesthetic. Like, yeah, like that was like, and so all of her drag sisters and the drag kids, they were kind of all under that umbrella. Like there was this queen called Momo. Yeah, it was like, she was like Freddy Krueger or something. But then it obviously morphed and changed. But like at the beginning, it was very much giving that.
I live.
So RuPaul. Oh wait, no. Oh yes. So they're doing this mini challenge, just like the second mini challenge we've seen all season long, and they're doing Gaultier. Let me tell you something. I have seen Gaultier, their PR team. They are spending money. Every queen I have seen, they have posted a Gaultier at the party, at the fashion show. Now they're on Drag Race. Gaultier is spending money to let us know that the brand is still alive.
Well, if they're getting drag queens, are they spending money?
Facts.
But a very popular audience.
Bitch, did you see that picture of Violet? Oh, no, that was Schiaparelli.
Oh, she looks so good with the little like.
Yes. Oh, she looks divine.
I loved watching the show because she's like on the end, like, but she's like in the frame of like the main runway. She looks so good.
Work. Yeah, Violet looks so. I saw that picture. I was like, wow, she looks really fucking good. Violet, bit of work.
I've never been jealous of someone's foot arch in my life, but Violet always gives that to me.
A good foot arch makes a pump look so much better. It like takes it to the next level. Just having that like, ooh,
yeah.
But my feet are flat. I have nothing, girl. Nothing.
I mean, I have awful shoes. I mean, I have awful feet, but I cram them into really gorgeous shoes.
Oh my god, bitch! We saw Naomi, Plastique, and I. We went to this. Louboutin had this a sample sale. Plastique posted like all her shoes and shit, and she was talking about it on TikTok. And let me tell you something. It is like the fucking like World War Z up in there, girl. Like people are. It is like. It's crazy. I can't even describe it. They have a sample set. They have all these shoes. They have all these shoes that you can buy, and I can never buy women's shoes because they just do not make my size. I'm a 45. Well, no, I'm 44, up until 43. But they just never had. They only go up to like 42. So I looked through the men's stuff. Even the men's stuff was shitty this year. I didn't get a damn thing. I was very sad.
I know. I didn't walk away with anything because I think that the other Drag Race alumni were like hunting down those 42s, waiting for the sale to open. Like, I get it. Get it. but damn,
girl. Nay, it's a makeover challenge, and they're making over lesbians this season.
I know. Oh my gosh, so crazy. I'm so happy that I'm here for a makeover. I actually feel like I can like talk. Like I have some street cred to like talking shit about people's makeovers. You know?
Well, my first one was lesbians. I was like, number one, Naomi and Natasha, y'all would shut it down.
It would be game over.
It would be a wrap, girl. It would be a wrap if you and Natasha did the makeover challenge, girl. It would be everything.
She'd be getting me in drag. Like, she'd get me in drag.
Honestly, when we did Hours of All Stars 4, I was so grateful I got Patty, because some of my other friends, they were asking, when we got done filming, they were like, oh, they reached out to me, but it didn't work out. I was like, oh, thank God it wasn't you. But Patty can sew, Patty can dance. All the things that I needed to succeed in the challenge, Patty provided for me.
For sure. I mean, honestly, Ricardo was the same for me. Like he has been there since I started drag when I was like 18, and he's seen all the crazy shit I do to myself. So he was like somewhat familiar what he had to do. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was so like shave off the tips of his brows, shave his beard, like all that shit.
But Patty fully shaved his eyebrows for me. Y'all were like, girl, he shaved them bitches off.
That's what we call job security.
You damn right. You damn right. Yeah, Pat. That's he knew what the fuck he was doing. So Jessica gets Lisa, Jimbo gets Amanda, and Candy gets the self-proclaimed masculine butch dyke Angie. And I think Angie's hot for number one. I was like, Angie. If I was at the club and I was a lesbian, Angie is definitely who I would be going after for sure.
It's so crazy because Angie was. I mean. Yeah, Angie wasn't the one that I thought would get glammed up the best, but I think she actually really is gorgeous. Like,
yeah, she's gorgeous. Also, in like these types of challenges, like no shade, like if you have someone like Angie's storyline and Angie's whole thing will yield a better result in the makeover challenge, because she is like, oh, I'm like super butch. I don't like doing this stuff. So when you like, bitch, if you put just a little glitter on her, the judges are like, oh my God, look at you. You transformed. And Candy did do a great job. I'm not taking away from Candy, but having that extra stuff in the storyline helps you out for this kind of challenge.
Absolutely. Everyone loves transformation. Like, if it's going to be a transformation, make it like as crazy as possible.
Yeah, yeah. And then they do like little walkthroughs with Ru. We don't really get anything. Nothing stuck out there to me. I was like, okay.
Oh my God, but Ru's shoes is what stuck out to me. She was wearing like the Balenciaga like hooded. It's almost like a scuba suit, but it has like this like little like heel. It's like a 3-inch heel.
Huh? I didn't even notice.
It's like for the girls who want to like walk in grass and not get their heels stuck in grass.
Oh, bitch! Let me tell you something. Bitch, my feet get stuck in pavement. I have some big ass feet, girl. My fucking shoes will go through concrete, bitch. I will say, this is a thing. So obviously, when Ru comes in, and everyone's always like, wow, like it happens every season, every episode. And someone commented like, oh, why do the queens are so fake about it? It's not, you're not like particularly like enamored by his outfit or whatever. It's just like, you have to understand, it's still RuPaul motherfucking Charles. And RuPaul Charles, like it's just her vibe, her essence. You like gag. I'm like looking at RuPaul again. It's not like you gagging for his look. You're just excited to see RuPaul.
For sure. Yeah. I feel like that is like if the girls turned around and we're just like, oh hey. Like, imagine
on his show. Like, hey, so you about this book.
Okay, what about when they announce a guest judge and you have no idea who it is?
Oh, that they will ask you to like, okay guys, can we try that again? And please be a little more excited. Absolutely.
I feel like that's on them.
Right.
If you want us to be excited about the guest judge, then book the ones that, you know, like we either are like we reference as drag queens or they're like in our culture. Like,
yeah.
I do have to say, like the girls who come up and they're just like, they've never been to a drag show in their damn life. I'm just like, why are you here?
Oh, they never watched the show. They like their PR person just booked them on this and they're here. Like, that shit is, yes, I hate that. And of course, we're getting paid to be there, so we're like, woo, we'll do the thing. But yeah, bitch, give us better guest judges to be excited about.
I mean, so fierce that you got to sit behind a panel.
I know. Oh, that was very exciting.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. It was very cute. And I will say, like it was well, Brooklyn is, and some of the girls even posted about this too. I saw this on Twitter. Like Kendall Jenner, one of them was saying like Brooklyn Heights is like so sweet and she's so kind to us, and like just the whole vibe of Canada's Drag Race. As someone who's done both, I've been on it. The vibe was just so like everyone, the producers, everyone is just super, super nice in Canada's Drag Race. I don't know if it's like just a Canadian vibe or whatever it is, but it just feels like so low pressure, low stakes. Everyone is just mad nice over there. I was like, wow, this does feel like just a family reunion with some cameras and someone wins a trophy at the end. It feels it's very different than American Drag Race.
I feel like I would rather though, like, be Ru and have everyone like be so like nervous to make a mistake that like the day just like, you know, things are just like thought of before you even have the thought. Like I'd rather have that.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
65-year-old man in a wig sweating my balls off. You know?
Well, you know, I was saying like on season 10 when we did the reunion. I think I said this on the podcast before, but we were doing the reunion. We're sitting in the Orpheum. And like, so all the girls were sitting in place before Ru got there, obviously, because we're waiting on him. He's not waiting on us. So RuPaul finally comes out of drag, and he's sitting there in the middle, and we're all sitting there. And like, we're sitting there, like, waiting to start. Like, everyone's like getting, because you're in drag, you're like a little hot, you're a little fidgety. And they had to shut the AC off for whatever reason. So they're still going, it's still going. And RuPaul just, after like 7 minutes, he's like, listen, you have these fucking 12 bitches sitting here in fucking drag and it's hot. You guys are screwing around with fucking lights and doing this. Let's get this shit going. Get these girls out of drag. And I was like, yes. I fucking love that. I love this.
Because he gets it. Like, that's like, I wish that Ru did talk more, you know, like on the panel, just because that's really the only person as a drag queen that's like standing there I want to hear from.
Word.
But whatever. If like, yeah, I'm sure on Canada's Drag Race, if the air was out, Brooklyn was like, oh no, it's okay. Like
the Canadian accent. Oh, well, you know, Bob has a theory that Raven, like when RuPaul retires, that Raven is going to take over. Do you think that's true?
I wish.
I love
like,
Raven.
I mean, bitch, that's my OP. Like I wish I would. I think it would be amazing. She's like so good at like I watched Painted. You know, Painted.
Yeah, Painted. Yeah, Painted by Raven. Yeah.
And she's like so good at like delivering like the one-liners in the same way that like they feed them to Ru and everything. Like she's just. Also, I think she's just seen so much drag.
Yeah.
Like, she's a staple.
She's been doing drag for over like 20 years now, right? Because she was on Top Model in drag.
Yeah.
So it's like over 20 years.
I think the people who would be fierce to like take over, it would be Raven, Bob, Monet. I could see Alaska, but I don't think they like Alaska like that.
Yeah, bitch, they do not fuck with bitch. When they did all the All Stars winners and they didn't include her and Chad and the thing, I was like, damn, like, they really don't. I don't know.
Because she's like also like such a fan.
She's such a fan. She loves the show, right? It's they don't fuck with Alaska. They don't fuck with Alaska, girl. I don't know. Yikes. Anyway, so sorry, we are all on all the tangents. So Ananda. So and I wrote this down when Ananda was talking to Ru, and Ru asked her about when was the last time she got all dolled up, and she's like, well, I got dolled up today. And I was like, cold. Ru was like, no, the fuck you way, bitch.
Also, wait, who was this the one that Jimbo got though?
Yeah, Jimbo's girl. Yeah. And I mean, just looking at all three, like I think Candy has the best paint. So I just think Candy's gonna do the best job. Like I don't see and that's not saying Jessica and Jimbo paint bad, but Candy is the one. And well, what I like in drag makeup, Candy is the one I feel is like will do a good job.
Yeah, no, her makeup has come like a long way. Also, Jimbo has like stepped it up. Like her baking and like, especially when you just look at like in comparison to Canada's Drag Race season 1.
Oh my God, it was so bad. Yeah, season 1. It
like
was
insane.
god awful.
Like the budget went to the costumes, the injection, the product,
Yeah.
the hair.
Yeah. I also feel like in like a challenge like this, like just because you can like paint your to something to think about candy, just because you can paint yourself well, doesn't mean you can paint other people good. Like, right? Like I think that's like you and me. Like you can paint well and you paint other people well. I can paint well. I do not paint other people well in drag. Like you made Bob look beautiful. Bitch. You can paint people in drag. I'm just not good at it.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty much just doing the exact same steps that you would do on yourself, just like adjusting to someone's skeleton, pretty much, you know.
I can't. I just and I try different things. I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at it.
I want to redo it, Bob.
And put those fucking contacts in his eyes.
It will change her life.
It would be so. I wouldn't even recognize him if Bob had some Desio delicious honeys, girl.
It could be even like kind of like that, like more like really eagle like look, like where it's almost like there's not really a contact in there. Just anything, it will like lighten up his face. Oh gosh.
Someone sent this to me. So Jimbo's girl Ananda, like the storyline we were getting was like she didn't want to do that look with Jimbo and whatever. She was like, let me read the tweet. She tweeted, she's like one of these bitches from season 15. She tweeted, wait, I was feeling kind of mad that the show gave me the scared diva edit, but I actually love these screens. I think she meant queens. I'm hilarious, and so is Jimbo, who was incredibly kind and took amazing care of me, and we laughed nonstop, which is what you aren't seeing. I was like, damn, not the makeover people trying to cover production too.
You know what? They would be the person I would not want. 1000%. And I think it was like really early on I realized that, because like they were like dogging all of Jimbo's ideas, and I feel like Jimbo, knowing Jimbo like and how serious she's taken this season, like she probably had like a set idea of what she really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like the thing about the makeover is, who gives a fuck what you feel like in drag? Like who gives a fuck? I'm here to win like the crown. Like I am here to impress the judges. Like it doesn't matter if you feel great. Who cares the fuck if you feel great? You think I feel great? Like I'm in a corset, tuck, this wig is sliding off. Like, bitch. I hate like how they are even allowed to. I mean, whatever.
Well, I'm kind of glad that she did, because Jimbo, what it looked like, what she was trying on, it looked like Jimbo's Canada's Drag Race, that black clown Mickey Mouse entrance look thing. So if that was the case, Jimbo would have been like a third thing of Jimbo referencing something from Drag Race already done. So I'm kind of glad it didn't happen. I was like, bitch, we've seen it already. But
I feel like I would have rather seen that though than like some stoned mall dress with like missing stuff on the seams. Like I hate that shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say, well, what you end up wearing was we're going to talk about it, but it was that girl bullied her. Anyway, we'll get there.
It's gonna.
So wait, I think I love these skinny. Oh yeah, we can get into the looks if you have any other stuff you want to talk about.
Oh, like what did they talk about when they were getting ready?
Oh, the lesbian. Okay, the lesbian, the faggot dyke thing.
Yes.
So I mean, in my friend circles and growing up in New York, like I always said dyke, and lesbians did say faggot. I didn't realize it was such a contentious topic in the community. I didn't realize that was a thing. Should I not be saying dyke? I
do know. I mean, I feel like I would never say the D word just because I'm not that. Like I'm not a lesbian woman. And I know like my lesbian friends, I would never say that. Like I would just never say that. I don't think that they would even have an opinion, but I just know I would never say that. But there are people still today like who are gay men that don't enjoy
the word faggot. Yeah.
Like they don't want to hear it. They don't want other people to use it. Like I don't know. I just kind of feel like it comes back to like your experience and your like street cred that like, bitch, I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want to say because I lived through it.
Yeah, I mean, I use the word faggot pretty often. It's a lot in my stand up. Like I say the word faggot a lot. And I mean, I never like went to a woman and be like a lesbian, like you fucking dyke, like not that, but like if someone like refers to themselves, if I haven't heard my lesbian friend refer to themselves as that, then I guess I would use it. But I've never like been like, oh, this dyke, like that's never been a thing I've done. But I think we learned a lot because I think there are probably a lot of people like me watching and be like, oh, I didn't realize that was such like a contentious thing. So good to know. The more you know.
Thanks. Candy was not sugarcoating it at all.
She was like,
it makes sense because her mom, you know, but she's like, I don't really like, I'm using it.
She was like, because my mom's a dyke. And, you know, you other dykes that are in the room. I know that you guys are unoffended by the word dyke. So, like, I say dyke all the time. So, let's dyke it up. And I was like, Jesus, Candy. Not in every sentence.
I definitely use faggot, though, in, like, more than one. Like, I feel like there's more meanings for me. Like, it can be an insult because some people are just... And then Liz, like, I'm like, oh, I'm a fag. Or like,
yeah,
I'm a fag, you're a fag. Like, it's more casual, but like some people are just like, they don't give you any excuse. And there's straight people who can be faggots too.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. You know?
I mean, to me, a fag is like a misogynist when it really comes down to it. But like a fucking faggot is a misogynist. And a smarmy brown noser, hidden agenda, kiss out. Fucking faggot.
Damn. Yeah. Naomi is giving it to the faggots, girl. I live. I felt that in my spirit.
Because you know 10 off the top of your head, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Some more wigs. Not you, fucking faggot.
Hey,
real quick.
I'm saying, hey, actually, I'm telling them, hey, listen.
I'm going to say it. Listen. Listen. I know that you already enjoyed this episode, but if you could do us a favor, if you want to see the rest of this episode visually, see it. All of our episodes are available on our Patreon.
Yes, we have the full Monty. Every little second of me gathering this ball black bitch is on our Patreon for your uninterrupted viewing pleasure.
Are you in front of a mirror? Anyway, let's continue with the
episode. Y'all, when I tell y'all this little cat used to have me scrubbing and dusting and washing and disinfecting and vacuuming my entire house. And no matter how much cleaning I would do, I would still smell that little stank litter box. Well, baby, that all changed when I switched to Pretty Litter. Nothing beats Pretty Litter's ability to instantly trap odor, guys. It's ultra absorbent, it's lightweight, it's low dust, and 1 6-pound bag works for up to a month without any clumping. That means no more wasting litter, y'all. And this really gives me a peace of mind because Pretty Litter's crystals change color to indicate early signs of potential illnesses in my cat, like urinary tract infections, kidney issues, and many, many more. And if that wasn't enough, Pretty Litter ships free right to your door. Yes, it never runs out. You don't have to lug a big old container of litter in a parking lot in Target looking crazy by yourself. You get to have it right to your front door, to your house, delivered to you. Period. Pretty Litter has helped eliminate cat box stink in my entire home, and it can do the same for you, Mary. Make the switch today. Go to prettylitter.com/rivalry and use code rivalry to save 20% on your first order. That's prettylitter.com/rivalry, code rivalry to save 20% on your first order. prettylitter.com/rivalry, code rivalry. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. Let's get into these lurks, girl.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the judges, RuPaul in this one sleeve caftan.
You know, I feel like I should hate this, but like I don't. But like I also do.
Yeah, I appreciate that she was in full body underneath because she's fully
be known. Pose.
Yeah, because she walked on that runway with the arm showing the silhouette and the pose. Let it be known. I can appreciate that, But I don't know. I don't think I like this.
I think if it
the flowers. I think the flowers bothered me.
I feel like because I think actually the accessories are bomb, like stingray metal earrings, these cuffs. But like I feel like it needed like, if we're gonna go with the flower situation, it has to have like a flower and then maybe like some printed on the fabric flowers, and then kind of like fade into like more of a solid. But like just this one flower with like a different texture, and then it having like this like sea of just, I mean, bitch is steamed. You cannot clock a wrinkle, bitch.
That part.
So kudos for that. But I just hate the like all solid situation.
Yeah. I think I didn't even think about that, but like putting like a printed flower on there to kind of play with that texture and the dimension, that would have looked really cool.
Just to like here. And then just have it.
That would have been cool. See?
Michelle looks like she is a diabetic. With treating her diabetes with a very popular drug of choice. This is the vibe I'm getting. She looks fantastic.
She looks amazing. Michelle looks amazing. I like this pinstripe. We don't see pinstripe a lot. And they zoomed in on Zooey Deschanel. Baby, whatever Dr. Zoe is going to, her face, she looks so good. I didn't even recognize that it was Zooey Deschanel. I was like, is it?
She looks amazing. I had the same reaction of when I saw Cameron Diaz when she was on the panel. She on YouTube for
also 7. Yeah, she's the first judge.
Like just like frozen in time.
Yeah, she had an age a day. Zoe's getting very good work. I mean, she's married to, or she's dating one of them property brothers, which again, she has her own money. Zooey Deschanel is a fucking cajillionaire, and now her fucking husband is a cajillionaire too. So I'm sure they're getting stem cells and placentas and shit pop injected in her fucking face. She looks great.
Those property brothers are hot.
It's probably what?
The property brothers are hot.
They are so hot. I used to be obsessed with them when I was like, I would have, because my grandma used to watch HGTV all the time. She used to watch their show, and I was obsessed with the property brothers.
Which one's hotter?
The one that's the realtor one, not the builder one, the realtor one. I don't know his name.
Like a little more cleaned up.
Yeah. I like it a little more. And Carson looks good. Carson always looks good though. I love Carson.
Me too. Carson. Another fucking G. You know.
Yes. I did. I was in Sydney for Mardi Gras on World Pride this year in February, and Carson was there, and me and him hung out like at this little like after party like one of the next days. Carson just always a good time. He's always sweet, always genuine. Love Carson.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's go into the first looks. You have Jessica Wilde and Kitty Wilde.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Kitty Wilde has these like stirrup black things at the bottom, and I just also why that shoe? Like I know for a fact they provide you with like it's probably because she couldn't walk in something cuntier, but they give you a wall of shoes to choose from, and I was like, why that little booty with this outfit? I just don't understand why Jessica brought the fabrics are just so different. I don't understand why she brought something that was so drastically different when they always want a family resemblance.
Seeing this bitch glue her makeover's wig on gave me like, I don't want to say anxiety. It just gave me like phantom pain. She like the way that she like laid down the glue.
Oh, I saw when she was like doing the thing. Oh yes. Like she looked like she was one of them bitches on Instagram putting down there with some bow holes. I was like, what?
Crazy. So crazy. Like what do you? We're not like going on a roller coaster after the relay. It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, I was like, this is a lot of glue.
It's a lot of glue. The shoe, I think she was being nice, but this is where I go back to it. Like, they signed up to be on television. Do not let them like convince you into switching your idea or putting on an ugly fucking nasty shoe.
Not that
Matte? Just a matte, like,
yeah.
Lace up with like the squatty heel. No.
Yeah. I agree. I think that Jessica, it was also a mixed opportunity with the fabrics for the outfits. They could have been closer together, and the shoes fucked me up. And that little panty black thing, like why? Ew.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Let's go on to Candy Muse and Cookie Muse, which I think the names actually are very cute. And I think this looks really good. Cookie looks so fucking good.
Yeah, no, she looks amazing. She like really turned her makeup out.
Yes. Yeah, she really did.
Candy turned her makeup out too, which I feel like the thing that we see on makeovers a lot is your makeover looks like, well, I think this is kind of how it should be just because we paint ourselves so fast, but like normally the makeover's makeup looks amazing, and then you look at your makeup and everyone kind of looks the same in drag, but like if you're like really detailed, you can see like we're cut corners, but like damn, Candy was like, they'll wait.
Candy looks really good, and I think going with these looks was very smart. Michelle said that the fit on Cookies was weird, but I just thought it was supposed to be like an A-line mod dress. I didn't see that the fit was so off. I thought that was the design, but maybe it was. I don't know, but I think they look really good.
Okay, it's cute, but it's fucking boring.
It is boring.
It's boring. Like, you came prepared, and I think that's like something I actually really dislike about makeovers these days is they let you bring a look. So your idea is so limited. Like, you don't really have to think. You don't have to like come up with something or like think on your toes, you know?
Oh yeah, on your original season, y'all had to make them for the Little Women of LA.
Yeah, you had to like make it from scratch. And then on All Stars, we got by that time we got to bring like our own.
Yeah,
but even then, like I didn't end up using one that I brought because it was just so boring. Like, it was so boring in comparison to like what I thought I could possibly another idea.
How do the queens do it? Do you bring like multiple sizes of the same look, or do you just bring a look? I guess like kind of like Candies that you can put onto anybody and it would probably fit.
Yeah, I brought two. So I brought when I brought the gold matching tuxedo thingies, and I also brought like a gold like skirted Pepe Le Beige thing, and the skirted one was gonna be if I had a bigger person, and then the one that Patty and wearing was if I had a small person. So I brought like two different ones for different sizes.
Yeah, I brought like a look that I pretty much based a look off of a look that I already had, so I wanted to be like in the same kind of thing.
Got it.
Instead of like kind of like a mimic, but it's just not. It's. I mean, it's a great makeover. She looks amazing. Like, big hair, go off. Everyone looks good in big hair, you know.
Yeah,
but like it's just boring.
Yeah, for season 10, I made mine so matchy because on season 10, they made such a big thing about it, not about the family resemblance thing, which I think is such a weird thing in this fucking thing, the family resemblance thing, because they can say anything is not family resemblance. I'm like, Tyler Oakley is fucking 2 feet tall, and I'm just fucking like, what? So, and we had like the same, I felt like I was with the same collection. They were still like, no, there's no family resemblance. So I think that's why girls go so matchy because they're so afraid of being told no family resemblance.
Were you guys wearing glasses?
Yeah, I put on glasses for that bitch. Because he was like, I cannot walk without glasses. I refuse to not wear glasses.
Oh, God. That's when you take them off his face and put them on the floor.
Stomp on them. Well, wear them now.
It's Wednesday. YouTube can help you go to Warby Parker and go buy yourself some new glasses.
And last but not least, we have Jimbo and Sissy Delicious.
I do love that you didn't have to like wear a breastplate. Like, her tits are huge.
Oh, those are her tits. Oh yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, those are her tits. But these looks are fucking terrible. They're really bad. I cannot believe that Jimbo let Sissy talk her into not wearing those vinyl black and white things they're gonna wear and put on these mall dresses. Like, these shits are from Charlotte Russe. Like, no.
I like this. is such an easy fix. Such an easy fix. Drag queens, women, whoever the hell is going to the mall and buying these dresses, dress dresses, embellishments. Just stone the seam.
The seam.
I promise you, it'll make it look 1,000 times more expensive.
Yeah.
But like when there's a break in a pattern or anything like that, it just reads so cheap, so store-bought, so accessible. And I feel like drag is just supposed to be like as unattainable as possible. So like if I can look at it and be like, oh yeah, I could go to the mall and get that. Like you're not doing it right. Especially for people.
Yeah, and Jimbo could have thrown some stones on there. I mean, she didn't do anything else. Just they did tell him about this which they did that to us too. And again, this is a part of this challenge that I hate is to do a little dance when the dance has nothing to do with or bearing in what the thing is.
Yeah, I don't know why they want to see the person. Well, I kind of liked it for us because at least it was themed, you know. Like we got to have the Judy thing, and, like cohesive with the whole episode. But this, like, they pretty much just like, we're gonna play some RuPaul songs and you're gonna lip sync for life.
You know, like, and also if the person's a bad performer and a bad lip syncer, how are you gonna judge me? Like, I can't fix that in a 2-day episode. Like, how am I gonna make this person perform? Like, it just seems so unfair.
In my experience, though, of doing Drag Race, like, I feel like for makeover when they have you dance, it's like not part of the final four.
Yeah, they just
even though you guys fucking killed it though.
Me and Patty,
you guys were like went ham.
We did go ham. Again, I was lucky because Patty is literally like a dancer, so like we like did that shit. And I want to see her because I thought they were gonna show the whole thing. I want to see our whole thing because we really had a good time doing it.
Meanwhile. I looked a fucking boo fool for that part. I think they just edited around it. Thank God.
I wrote what did I write down? I said, so I've never been a one to do skinny eyebrows, but these like skinny brows Jimbo painted on Sissy. I was like, that was kind of con. Should I try doing skinny eyebrows?
I've thought about this too. Since we're like kind of real brow girls, like how, like, would you like glue like almost like half?
Yeah. Or I would just cover them completely because it would just be so hard.
I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that.
Cover the whole thing, give like a skinny cut, like to the early aughts brow.
I need to see like some hair. Like just I need to see some hair.
But like Plastique Girl, get the little glue on eyebrows she be doing.
I mean, those are fierce.
They are fierce. It's a commitment.
Dimension. And see, that's the thing. Their hair. It's like little hairs.
Yeah.
Like, I need to be like just a little hair.
Yeah, I can. Plastic really. She puts that shit on every time she gets in drag. That is crazy. Good for her though.
The wizard.
Yeah, she really is. I love her.
Our woman.
So the judges do the deliberations and Candy Muse wins. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By default.
You think? I think it's also in the little Candy and her person were the only, even though I don't think it matters, but maybe they be picking and choosing when it matters. But their choreo to the thing, they were the most in sync. Like they had they both turned around at the same time. Yeah. Like they were super in sync for their thing. And I think they had the best looks too.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think that, but like, I'm still not impressed.
I was impressed. I was impressed.
I'm impressed with the face. I'm impressed with this.
Yes. Gorgeous. Fierce.
That's for sure. And honestly, it's a makeover. Makeup is 80%. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm impressed. Fuck it.
So they do the lip sync assassin, and this week it is Priyanka, the winner of Jimbo's original season of Canada's Drag Race, and she's wearing this like reggae West Indian Caribbean look. I actually think her look is cute.
No, she looks great.
It's really good.
She got painted.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's also probably so cool as an international queen. On just because I mean not so much because like the American one's so much better, but it was the flagship, you know, so it's just like cool to be in the OG actual RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. Like Priyanka won Drag Race and never got judged by RuPaul. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of a gag. Like she done one Drag Race and RuPaul ain't never seen her before. Like that's wild to me. Who is it?
But I do feel exactly. I mean, she does that with Jinx, you know. So like
Seattle.
I do wonder if like that was because I mean it's a television show, so like storyline. I wonder if that had anything to do with like they thought Jimbo was going to do really well.
Because that would have been good. That would have been good, probably.
Like, you know?
Yeah, but when you pull out a mall from a dress from the bottom of your purse in the mall, you bitch, you're not winning the challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah, but had she not have let Sissy bully her, Jimbo could have had 5 wins this season because that would have probably looked so cool. But
for sure, I feel like I wish that we could see what they wanted to do.
Yes,
like, at least of like the full try on, because I feel like just knowing how Jimbo has slayed this season, it was going to be good.
Yeah, it would have been great. It would have been really good. Jimbo should be really. I mean, yes, Candy won this episode, and we'll get there in a second. So, Candy loses the lip sync to Priyanka, and this lip sync overall, it was.
They tried.
They did try.
Like it wasn't like a double sachet kind of quality.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was not Dax and Layla. Wasn't that?
Oh my gosh.
I Will Survive.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. One of those songs in that genre and that time period.
The Vivian Honey moment.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it was not a great lip sync. Like Candy kept on doing this like hair flip thing with her hair, and Priyanka did like when a girl does a crunchy jazz split, I was like, just don't even do the split. Just don't even do the split. Just don't do it.
There's so many stunts that happen on stage, like any stage across the world, Drag Race, drag queen performing on stage. That like there's so many stunts that sometimes I watch them. I'm like, I feel bad that you feel like you have to do that. You know, like you have to crunchy shablam or half-ass split or just I don't know. Just you don't need to go. Just emote.
Yeah.
Just be kind.
Yeah.
Like, just serve.
Yes.
When something I hated about this lip sync is watching like I hate when I can see that a queen is thinking when they're performing.
Mm-hmm.
And Candy does this like weird I mean her leg goes high in the sky. She does like a high kick. And she like looks over at like Priyanka. And I'm just like, okay, like yes, like what is that?
Let me tell you something. Fewer things bring me joy than watching a big girl do a high kick. Like when Eureka is doing a high, but she is winding up that fucking kick, girl. When Silky is doing, watching a big girl kick is so it just gives me an endorphin release. I live.
The chin always ends up like underneath the armpit for some odd reason. I don't know why. Like I feel like when you're doing a high kick, you want to be like,
yeah.
You know? But
yeah.
And I definitely loved the decision, like because I think Priyanka won.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Priyanka won. And then Priyanka goes to reveal the lip sync of the girls, but obviously they voted for each other, which it'll be weird if one of them voted for themselves.
I should have knew that, but I was surprised. Like when it happened, I was like, oh wow. Like it didn't even cross my brain that was gonna be the result.
Naomi, what? I mean, was that reason? I was like, but then I thought, okay, maybe what they will do is they will, even if Priyanka loses, they would add, but Candy would always have to be the tiebreaker anyway, even if she won or lost.
True. And I think she knew that. She probably knew that.
Yeah, she probably knew. There's no way, right? And then, so she chooses anyway, and Candy chooses to send Jessica home. And it is, in my opinion, one of the dumbest decisions that has ever been made on Drag Race. Why the fuck would you not send Jimbo home?
You weak bitch.
Weak.
You fucking Weak. You, like literally, like your future is right here. You're gonna go with the shittier version.
Like
why?
What?
Why?
I was gagged. I was like, Candy, send Jimbo home, bitch. That is the only way you're gonna win.
Literally. Like, I guess like it's not important to her. It must not be important to her. But like,
Must
also,
not be.
Like, if you're going to be somewhere for 6 weeks and have your phone taken from you and strip your rights away from you and all like invest in it, like why not win?
I gagged. I was like, this bitch is either scared of the fans or whatever. I don't know what her reasoning was, but when I saw Jessica, I was like, this is a stupid bitch. I cannot believe that she's kept Jessica. I mean, she kept Jimbo.
To clear this up, break the narrative, whatever. People always say like Naomi and Manila, like that whole situation, like people coming, like, well, she probably just didn't want to deal with like what Naomi had to deal with from the fan. Like that whole thing has never affected like my actual life. Like it never, it's loud on Instagram, but in real life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
No one cares.
Fuck. So like that's never something I hope for any competitor to go into, like fearing for like, oh my god, what's gonna happen after? Bitch, I'm still hawking these legs around the world, and it's never affected my.
Let me tell you something. I toured with Naomi directly during that and afterwards. Naomi Smalls was the most popular girl on the motherfucking tour I was on. She would come on stage and the entire audience would scream for Naomi fucking Smalls. Naomi said in the Manila home had no bearing on her fans or like that's so crazy to me.
So just go in there, queens, go in there and play the game. Whatever you have to do to win for yourself. Like, why the fuck else are we there? To go in the fame game? Are you kidding me? No. Boo, embarrassing. Like, no.
Girl, Candy just gave Jimbo $200,000 and the crown. Like she's like, Jimbo, here, I want to give you this because she is definitely not winning. But I will go on RuPaul's Drag Race right now. When I saw it this morning when I woke up, Jimbo had like over 100,000 likes and Candy had barely crusted 25,000. Like she gave the crown to Jimbo. I cannot believe. Let's look at it right now. Right now, as it stands, Candy Muse has 38,000 likes for hashtag Team Candy. Jimbo has 137,000 likes. Okay.
Dumb bitch.
Dumb.
That post could not have even existed if you just thought for yourself in a competition. Whoa.
Like, number one, you robbed us of really good fucking TV, so I'm mad at that because the face crack that Jimbo would have had when Candy would have sent him home because it would have been like fucking Canada, UK versus the world all over again. Like the moment that would have made for TV for you, Candy, you robbed us of that. You robbed yourself, and you are not going to win because of it. And I'm sorry about it, girl.
Ooh, you suck. You're lame.
Like Candy versus Jessica. Candy probably would have won that. Like,
okay, probably.
Yeah, Candy would have won against Jessica.
Default, like by default,
so
for sure.
Well,
whatever.
So
but like, also, like if she would have sent Jimbo home, like it would have just added to like the of Jimbo's storyline.
Yeah,
so everyone would have won.
Yeah, exactly. Jimbo would have been robbed, and Jimbo would have been like, yeah, you. That is a perfect summary of that. Everyone would have won that way. Candy would have won the crown. Jimbo would have been the rob queen and giving her more reverence with the fans. Like, yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, with that being said, Naomi, who's winning All Stars 8 next week?
Jimbo.
You know, there are 2 episodes left.
2? What do you mean 2?
Yeah. Next week is like the talent show where they bring all the girls back to the talent show. Oh. And then after that, there's the finale episode. And I have no idea what happens on it, but we watched another finale. There are 2 episodes left.
Drag Race will draw a season out of it the last thing they do, girl.
That's crazy.
Oh, the talent. Sorry, I had downloaded the episode, so it didn't have the next week's preview for me when I watched it. So got it. There's a talent show. They bring everyone back. Okay, I mean that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that they don't do it first challenge anymore.
Yeah.
There's just some things that Drag Race does where I'm just like, why are you gonna switch it? The classic.
Well, I think, Nay, like, again, we're so many seasons in. I'm like, at this point, like, they should, like, do more to, like, change it up. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like it our season, but I genuinely love the makeover the room thing. It was something different we hadn't done before. And I like that it was, like, different. I enjoyed it. Like, I like stuff like that. Even though I don't like designing stuff, that was fun to me.
For sure. No, I like that kind of stuff. But the whole, like, I mean, it made sense for winners, but, like, we're going to keep everyone around. Like, I don't know. I think I'm a little bit more, like, cutthroat when it's, like, comes to, like, a competition. So, like, I'm entertained on whatever show. Like, if someone is exiled from the island or whatever, like, I'm always looking for that, like, moment. And there's just some things that Drag Race has done. I think it's in the long run, it helps the queens, like, having to bring their own makeovers, all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't really give me the what I'm, like, looking for when I'm watching, because I'm such a fan of Drag Race, you know.
Like, you want to go back to the old, like, cutthroat. Imagine, like, back in, like, fucking season 2 or 3 when they were making an outfit, like, every two. Season 3, they had to make, like, 5 things there for 5 runways. I was like, it was 4 things. That is crazy to me. I would die.
It will be, like, only the girls with, like, thick skin if it turns into Raven's Drag Race.
Oh, Raven is so gutsy. I fucking love Raven, bitch.
He's so good.
Love Raven. Well, Naomi, do you know one person I love way more than Raven? And it's you.
Well, I don't blame you.
Thank you so much for coming and hanging out and talking this episode with me. I love you so much.
I love you too, of course. Anytime, I'm always here. One day we need to do a you, me, and Bob moment again.
Yes, because oh my God, so funny. I literally, about 2 weeks ago, so sometimes when I can't fall asleep, I just put, like, podcasts on, I just, like, play them. And I woke up the next morning, it was in the middle, I don't know how it got to it. It was in the middle of the season 10 one with you, me, and Bob. And that shit is so funny. It is such a funny episode. We should do it as a repost one of these days and then actually do one again. But that shit is so, y'all were cracking me up.
It was, like, back in the day.
Yes, back in the day.
Crazy.
It was good. And also, you and I need to do just a rivalry episode. We'll get, like, a cute topic, and you and I just do a regular rivalry, so we don't have to be bothered by these fucking bum ass bitches sending home their weakest competition.
Girl, I'm still mad.
Me too.
Make your bed, now lie in it. Loser. Join the club.
Well, then you have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you very soon, Ziva.
Love you so much.
Mwah.
Bye, fam, Patreons, cousins, bibs.
Yes.
Bitches on YouTube.